So, have you ever had like a group of friends that you always visit with, maybe once or twice a week, and your kids are gone for the weekend or whatever, and you just want to go over there and play some cards and have a few drinks and chill out, talk about your problems. You sit around and talk about their problems and you vent to each other. You smoke a little bit, you drink a little bit, maybe something gets thrown onto the grill, and you just relax and take your mind off of life and all of the troubles and stresses that life brings. They vent to you, you vent to them. You drink a little bit more, you play a few more card games or spades, you twerk, they twerk, you make TikToks, you just go over there as a form of escape. Maybe you're having relationship problems, maybe you're having family problems, maybe your bills are on your mind, maybe you don't make enough money. Maybe you're just overly stressed and you need to go around and just be around friends and eat some good food and drink some good drinks and just, do adult things and listen to adult conversations and be around the company of other adults and get away from the kids for a while. All of that is totally understandable and completely 100% human nature to want to escape. It's human nature to feel stressed out and be around people that you think are your friends and that love you and that have support for you. But in the midst of that, you start thinking like, well, I'm not getting anywhere by really just going over to see my friends every other day or every other week and just talking about my problems. I need like some real solutions. And then you decide to, go get up and go to school and learn a trade or a new skill and get a new certificate or license and just educate yourself and try to make yourself more marketable so that you can go and make some more money, because you still have bills and kids and stresses and responsibilities. And hey, you got to get your car fixed. You got to pay your bills. You can't sit around with your friends all the time, every other week. But after you decide to go to school and better yourself or earn that degree you always wanted, you pick up new friends along the way. And these new friends are totally different than what you are used to. And they turn out to be a breath of fresh air. Now you're doing new activities like hiking or like boating and jogging and yoga and trying things that you've never tried before with your new friends. And you realize that your interests are the same as theirs, and you have a lot of commonalities and a lot of things, like a lot of compatibilities and a lot of things in common, and you're eating better and feeling better, looking better. And then before you know it, you're spending more and more time with your new friends, and you don't quite know how to tell your old friends that, hey, I met new people and I'm doing new things, and they are the totally opposite of what you guys are like. And now I'm having more fun over here. I'm doing new things, I'm trying new things, I'm meeting new people. And then I get a new job and I meet even more friends, and they are even more of a breath of fresh air. And now I'm traveling, and now I'm eating healthy, and now I'm jogging, and I'm actually being serious about my lifestyle changes and eating better and my health regimen, and it's actually working for me. I'm losing weight and I look better, my skin is clearer, and I'm happier. But I still have my old friends and I love them, and I don't know quite how to tell them that I have outgrown them. I don't know how to tell my old friends that now that I'm more educated, I've grown more and I look at things differently now, and the things that we used to do every other week with the drinking and the smoking, I don't want to do those things anymore. I don't think that the smoking is healthy. I'm more educated now, and I know what smoking does to the body. I know what drinking does to the body and to my overall health. And I don't like how I was feeling when I was doing those things. I don't know how to tell my old friends that, twerking and making videos like on TikTok and other platforms with my, butt in the air and eating fatty foods that have a lot of saturated fats in them. I don't feel good when I do those things. I don't know how to tell my old friends that I met new friends that I'd rather be around, and either, because I've grown as a person, so either you're going to grow with me or we're going to have to go our separate ways. You try to explain to your old friends that there's a whole new world out here outside of that little small hood bubble, and that there's other things in life that we could be gaining and benefiting so much from. Traveling, hiking, boating, and doing all the things that will enrich our lives and make us happier and healthier as people, rather than doing the same ghetto ass bullshit that we've been doing for years and years. You try to explain to them that you're tired of hearing about little Joctavius and Sharkeisha's problems, and how Joctavius got his little side piece and Sharkeisha got her little sneaky link, and girl, keying on the phone all night long about your little friendship circle and the little drama that's there, or always there, and it's just like never ending, and that it's draining, and that it's routine, and then it gets old. People get older, people grow up, people get more and more mature, and well, some people do, and some people just don't. Some people are comfortable in that same small little neighborhood that they grew up in, and they don't know anything else. And sadly, a lot of people are not interested in getting to know anything else. Like, they've been doing this for years, and they really start to look forward to the little get-togethers or gatherings or little hood parties or whatever you want to call them. And they look forward to them. Like, some people, that is the highlight of their life. And they go through life, never, even pick up a book, never read an article, never even think about traveling outside of the country. The most traveling a lot of people have done was Disney World, or I went to Florida, I went to Miami. I travel, I do things. Some people are just so stuck in their ways, they're not really willing to change or try anything else. Some people are afraid. They might have warrants and they can't leave the state, and they got this and that going on, and court dates and felonies and things that restrict their movement and stuff, and they don't even bother to even see what else is out there. Like, you trying new food, what is that? I don't want to try that, that's nasty, it look like dog or something. I wouldn't eat that. It's just sad that people go their whole entire lives and never even left the city that they grew up in. They never leave the neighborhood they grew up in. They never meet any new people other than the people they've been knowing since they were in elementary school, doing the same stuff that they've been doing even when they were teenagers. And some people never change, and some people never want to change. So when it's time for you to or if you try to consider introducing your new friends to your old friends, all hell breaks loose. Your old friends are not having it. They're not hearing it. They don't want to know nothing about your new friends. They don't be wanting to hear about no yoga and what is that? And that's that white folks stuff. I don't do that stuff. Don't nobody want to eat that. What is that nasty looking, raw looking food? I don't eat vegetables and fruits and nuts and stuff. That's the stuff you go to the park and feed the birds. That's not real food. You need to get you some macaroni and cheese and some fried chicken and barbecue and eat that stuff. That's what we used to. That's what we do. We get you some real drinks. What's this champagne stuff that I can't even pronounce? Girl, you crazy, going all off into these old far off places, but people get kidnapped and trafficked. I ain't going over there. I don't even care about what's going over there. Them people ain't doing nothing to me. Leave them people alone. I'll leave them people alone, mind my business, and as long as they leave me alone and mind their business, I don't want no parts of that. And that's the thinking of a lot of people, because that's their limited mindset and their limited view of life. They want you to sit down and have a limited view of life right with them. It's all well and good when you was down here in the hood with us and we was twerking and doing little hood things and had little hood hairstyles and girl gossiping on the phone talking about Joctavius and Sharkeisha and they drama and this one and that one down the street and that one around the corner, and who got shot and who got killed and who cheating on who, and all of that low vibrational garbage that means nothing. But when you start cultivating your mind and learning things and trying new things and seeing new places and traveling and growing, now they don't want to be cool with. Now all of a sudden you're lame and you're square, and how dare you bring them new people in here? Them lames and squares too. Look at what they got on. Ugh, what is that? And they walking around with lace fronts and exaggerated edges and Nike checks for eyebrows and these bat wing eyelashes, walking around looking like doggone fools. You couldn't trust them, wouldn't no employer trust them with a job or to be professional at their company, or even consider hiring them, because they got twerk videos all over their Instagram, and they just, showing out and dressing provocatively and acting a fool on Instagram or acting a fool on social media, and they don't want to grow and they don't want to learn anything. So you may have to cut them off because they don't want to change. They don't want to explore the world and see what's beyond the little neighborhood or that little limited culture or a little limited hood culture that they're in. And a lot of people are afraid that if they step out of that bubble, that it compromises their blackness. Black folks don't do stuff like that. Black people don't go to all them kind of weird places. You crazy. So that stuff is only for them folks. That's for white folks. Black people don't do stuff like that. I'm real. I'm black. And the truth of the matter is that black folks do travel and go to school and learn and do all these same things that, hiking, biking, boating, and all the things, explore the world and do all the things that they're saying that is uniquely white. Since when is yoga a white thing? Since when is boating a white thing, or hiking or traveling or exploring the world and learning different languages and realizing that there's an entire planet that exists, and that you would be doing yourself an extreme, huge disservice by not exploring as much of it as you possibly can, because life is short and we're not here for very long, and it's unpredictable. You don't know when that day is coming. So sometimes we do outgrow our friends, but one thing about it is, no matter how long you've known a person, if they can't accept your growth or be happy for you and celebrate your accomplishments, then they weren't your friends to begin with. Their friendship was 100% conditional.